South Africa in 1994 stood on a threshold. Decades of resistance, decades of courage, had led to one defining moment: the first democratic elections in which all citizens could vote, regardless of race. The world watched. Inside that historic year, a 5 Rand coin was issued. It was more than just currency. It was a symbol. On one side you see the national coat of arms, carefully detailed, representing unity and the aspiration for equality, reminding people who they are and where they had come from. On the other side, there's the image of the black wildebeest, galloping across the plains, strong, proud, free. The wildebeest is a creature that survives, that migrates, that navigates hardship with resilience. That design choice was no accident. It spoke to a nation stepping into its future, determined to move forward. Coins like this one circulated freely. In pockets, purses, cash registers. People used them without giving much thought to their deeper meaning. To many, they were just a way to make change. Yet for collectors, historians, anyone who values symbols more than gold, these coins became emblems, tangible pieces of history. What makes one 1994 5 Rand coin more significant than another? It often comes down to condition. A coin that has been handled, worn, slipped through the hands of many, loses a little in crispness and sheen. But then there are coins that stayed almost untouched, uncirculated, preserved, shining as though they were fresh from the mint. Their edges sharp, designs clear, luster intact. For those, value begins to climb. Then come the rare variants. Experiments at the mint, coins with minute errors, in the lettering, in the edge design, even in the metal composition. These anomalies attract attention. In the world of coin collectors, imperfections, or unusual differences are treasure. Imagine a coin found decades after it was struck, but unlike its siblings, it never once left its protective case or dusty box. The image of the wildebeest still vivid, the markings still precise. For certain coins of 1994 5 Rand, this has been the case. And for those, the premium is astronomical. Buyers willing to pay for perfection, for a slice of history, for something irreplaceable. Over the years, some of these coins surfaced in museum displays, in private collections, through auctions that stopped crowds in their tracks. Collectors from around the globe kept one eye on any auction term that included 1994 5 Rand, hoping something special would appear. Rumors circulated about misstrikes, proofs, varieties. Some thought the coin had a minting error that made the pattern of the coat of arms slightly off. Others spoke of coins showing a faint double strike or a malformed edge. Each variation added a layer of curiosity. Each pristine quality added value that it's often said you cannot put a price on history. But in the collecting world, you sometimes must. Someone once held this coin up, the light glinting off its surface, the details unblemished, the year 1994 standing out with clarity. That someone paid attention to context. The story of a nation reborn, the aspiration for equality, the emblem of its wildlife, of its people. The sum they offered was staggering. Today, that coin is estimated at $21 million. $21 million. A figure most of us would think reserved for rare paintings, for houses on cliffs, for sports franchises. Yet here it is, attached to a coin no larger than a palm, minted in a year of monumental change. To own it is to own a moment, a turning point in world history, encapsulated in silver and copper, struck by machines yet touched by human hope. Think of what that means. A coin born in the midst of struggle and election, of protests and negotiation, lived through the decades, survived hands, survived time, until one example, one perfect, rare example, became priceless. It reminds us that objects carry meaning beyond face value. That currency is more than economics. That symbols matter. If you ever find one in a dusty drawer, in your grandfather's keepsakes, in a bundle of foreign coins, look at it closely. Check its edges. Look for shine. Let your light graze that wildebeest. See the coat of arms. Imagine the weight of history that coin carried long before it landed in your hand. A coin that circulated, that was common enough to be used, but rare enough in perfect condition to achieve almost mythic status. That transformation, from everyday change to legendary artifact, is what fascinates people. It bridges the everyday with the extraordinary.